and welcome to Complexity Limits Guide for the Heroic Shadar the Insatiable encounter, written and produced by Crazy Puck in coordination with Complexity Limit. Brought to you by GameStop. Shadar is a two-headed, oversized dog boss with 3 phases. We recommend tanking the boss in the middle of the room, with everyone else behind the boss close in melee range. He has a tank combo ability called Crush and Dissolve. During this combo, he'll cast these abilities 3 times total in a randomized order. Each tank should be assigned one of these 2 abilities to always be responsible for. You'll taunt swap as necessary to make sure that the correct tank is always hit by their assigned ability. Everyone needs to keep track of the boss's debilitating spit ability. If you get the first application with 4 stacks of this, it'll deal very heavy damage to you, so you'll want to use a defensive cooldown to make sure you don't die. After 5 seconds, it'll jump to 2 people at half damage, and 5 seconds later, jump to 4 people at a quarter damage. This will happen in all phases of the fight. You'll also periodically have little slime ads called living miasma spawn throughout the room. If targeted, you'll want to run away to the edges of the room and then let it hit you. When it does hit you, it'll explode for heavy raid damage, but this is reduced by distance. The last ability he carries through all of the phases is a frontal cone breath, cast at the location of a random player. The actual effect of the breath changes slightly each phase as far as what debuff it applies to you, but it should just always be dodged. You don't have to worry about what debuff you get if you just don't get the debuff. In phase 1, the boss deals light raid damage every 20 seconds. Additionally, he'll periodically spawn purple swirlies all over the room. Do not stand in the swirlies. This is cast more frequently the longer you're in phase 1. When the boss hits 66% health, you'll enter phase 2. In this phase, Shadar will deal very light ticking damage to everybody in the raid every 2 seconds. He'll also create multiple big purple void orbs around the room that'll explode after 15 seconds. These will need to be soaked to reduce their size and the damage of their explosion. More of these will spawn each time the longer you're in phase 2. At 33% health, you'll enter phase 3. This is a burn phase, and we recommend using Bloodlust at 30% health on the boss. Shadar will deal heavy ticking damage to everybody in the raid every 3 seconds for the rest of the fight. He'll also put down a small puddle of green goop in the middle of the room. This puddle will grow over time and eventually force you near the edges of the room. He'll also throw new puddles out periodically during the phase. You don't want to stand in this goop unless it's absolutely necessary. Most likely, you will need to move through this goop once in a while though to dodge the frontal breath ability. If you get fixated by living miasma in this phase, you'll just need to move as far away as you safely can. Healers are going to want to start rotating cooldowns once Bloodlust wears off to help keep everybody alive. Prioritize using these cooldowns when living miasma spawn, as people aren't going to be able to get as far away, so the explosions are going to hit for more. This phase gets very dangerous and has increasingly intense raid damage. Everybody should be focused on helping out the healers to keep themselves alive with personal defensives and health stones. This is especially important as the space on the platform gets smaller, or if you're targeted by the living miasma. You're basically in a race to kill the boss before goop covers the entire platform and you die. Thanks for watching. We hope you found the guide helpful. If you'd like more details on this encounter or how it works, please click the link below to our written guide. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. You can also find the rest of our Ny'alotha boss guides right here on our channel or at complexity.gg. For more content like this, follow Complexity on Twitter and subscribe to their YouTube channel. To keep up with Limit's race for World First, follow them on Twitter. Happy raiding!